Greetings, fellow book enthusiasts. Welcome back to Timeless Tales and Thoughts. So today I initially had a different story planned to share with you, kind of piggybacking off of my Alexander Hamilton book from last week. But plans changed because I got into book 5 for my 2026 reading challenge, and I ended up finishing that book in 3 days. Not hard to do since it was a middle school teen book, but 3 days. I guess that's what happens when you have a lot of reading time on your hand. So the story, continuing with Rick Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians. This was book 2, The Sea of Monsters. If you missed the first video on Percy Jackson, I got into these because my daughter absolutely told me I had to read them. She is hooked on them. She is hooked on Greek mythology right now. And that's okay with me, whatever it takes to get her reading, right? Whatever it takes. And she enjoyed the first 2 books and she insisted that I read them as well. So I am reading them, and I'm enjoying them too, actually. They're quite interesting. They're very entertaining. I can see why it appeals to the younger readers, and it's an exciting adventure. So in book 2, The Sea of Monsters, Percy Jackson is in 7th grade. And Percy Jackson's 7th grade year has been surprisingly quiet. Not a single monster has set foot on his New York prep school campus. But when an innocent game of dodgeball among Percy and his classmates turns into a death match against an ugly gang of cannibal giants, things get, well, ugly. And the unexpected arrival of his friend Annabeth brings more bad news. The magical borders that protect Camp Half-Blood have been poisoned by a mysterious enemy, and unless a cure is found, the only safe haven for demigods will be destroyed. In this fresh, funny, and wildly popular follow-up to The Lightning Thief, Percy and his friends must journey into the Sea of Monsters to save their camp. But first, Percy will discover a stunning new secret about his family, one that makes him question whether being claimed as Poseidon's son is an honor or simply a cruel joke. So I really enjoyed this one as much as I enjoyed the first one. It's witty, it's creative, definitely something the kids are going to get into. The chapter names are just as hysterical as some of the ones from the first book. Especially, I love chapter 1, My Best Friend Shops for a Wedding Dress. It's very creative, what can I say? And overall, it's a fantastic read. My daughter asked me after I finished reading it which one I liked better, Lightning Thief or Sea of Monsters. And I couldn't answer that question. I had no idea which one I liked better. They were both really great, well put together stories. They're entertaining, and I am actually looking forward to reading book 3 when she's finished with it. But in the meantime, I have some other books in my to-be-read pile, my very large to-be-read pile, and I'm excited to get to those as well. This one, again, takes place in Western civilization across the United States. We actually stay more East Coast and go down into from New York, where Percy Jackson is from, to Florida, where they find the Sea of Monsters in the Bermuda Triangle, and the adventures that they need to take to get safely through, find what they're looking for, and get safely back to Olympus, not Mount Olympus, to Camp Half-Blood, so that they can save the tree. And there's quite an interesting surprise ending at the end of this book. The title of that last chapter is called "The Fleece Works Its Magic a Little Too Well." And that is a little bit of a surprise. It throws everybody an interesting little twist at the end. And that kind of makes me really excited for what's going to come next in book number 3. So there you have it. Book 2, Percy Jackson and the Olympians, was 2026 reading challenge, book number 5 for me. And I'm getting ready to move into book number 6. So we will get into that either later today, maybe, or later this week. See how things go. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and happy reading.